Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode Mastery in Commerce. We were doing chapter number 3 recording of transactions part 1 and I am taking it very slowly to make you properly understand the each concept of accounting equation. Accounting equation I had explained, we had done one illustration which is given in your book and also the first question. This is the book I hope you all are doing. I just wanted to show you the book cover so that it is clear to you that which book I am actually doing. It is in the according to cbse pattern. Now we come to the second question which is there. The second question is also quite simple and easy, but there is a twist in one of the transactions which is mentioned to you. Let us see. Prepare accounting equation from the following. I am on question number 2, page number 88. Question 2, page number 88. The first transaction says Kunal started business with cash. So we first of all we will write this is our accounting equation. Now when a person is starting business with cash, then first of all what thing is affected? That is cash. So he has brought 2,50,000 and that is also his capital. So for first transaction nothing is there, so I am not writing the total over here because we know that both the sides are equal. Now second is he purchased furniture for cash. Purchase furniture for cash means out of cash this much amount will go, 35,000. So when we subtract 2,50,000 minus 35,000, it becomes 2,15,000. And over here what is added? Furniture. So furniture is 35,000. So this side is not affected. For this transaction, two entries are done on the same side. So the total remains the same. 2,50,000 is equal to 2,50,000. Right? Now we move on to the next one. The next transaction. He paid commission. So when commission is paid, nothing is mentioned, it means he has paid it out of cash. So 2,15,000 minus 2,000. So when we subtract it, we come to 2,13,000. Other things remain the same. Now this is going to affect our capital also. Why? Because commission is paid, it means it has affected our initial investment of cash. So we are going to subtract. So capital 2,50,000 minus 2,000. So when we subtract, it comes to 2,47,000. I hope it is clear till here. 2,50,000, sorry, 2,48,000. 2,000 you have subtracted. Now the total remains the same on both the sides because 2,000 is subtracted from both the sides. This total remains the same. Let us go to the next transaction. He purchases goods on credit. So when goods are purchased on credit, cash is not affected. So cash remains the same. Furniture is not affected. Furniture remains the same. Now what will be added? Goods. Right? So we will be adding goods of 40,000 over here. Now when he has purchased on credit, so what is added over here? creditors. So this person is going to pay this amount to us. So capital is 2,48,000. So we are seeing this 40,000 has affected both left hand side and right hand side. So the total comes to 2,88,000. I hope till here it is clear to everyone. When I am doing the question, I suggest you to please kindly continue doing with me. Now we see to the next transaction, which is the last one. The last transaction says he sold goods costing 20,000 for cash 26,000. So now the goods are sold for 26,000, right? So how much cash have I got? Cash was 2,13,000. So how much cash I have got after selling? 26,000. So the total of this comes to 2,39,000. Over here furniture is not affected. Furniture remains the same. $35,000. Goods will be affected, right? For how much the goods are sold? 40,000. And the goods which were of 20,000 are sold. So 40,000 minus 20,000. It will be 20,000. So goods are left with us for how much? 20,000. Now we come again. Creditors remains the same. Capital was 2,48,000. Any guesses that what change is capital going to face? Yes. When 26,000 was the amount of goods sold, but the goods were for how much? 20,000. So when SP is bigger than CP, what do we earn? Profit. If you remember what you studied in your maths, right? So 6,000 is the profit. And where does the profit go? It is always added to the capital, right? So when 2,48,000 is added, it comes to 2,54,000. I hope it is clear to everyone how the transaction, because in the book the solution is given in the bracket, but few of you may get confused at how you have got the answer. So the total comes to 2,94,000 is equal to 2,94,000. This is the total. So this is the way how we are going to see. See over here, total 26,000 I have added, but I have also subtracted 20,000, right? So immediate effect on left hand side is of 6,000 rupees only. Now this 6,000 I have added over here. So both the sides again reach to their equality, right? Now question number 3, I'll give you as a homework for today. Do it. And when in next video I will be solving that third question, then you check that what mistakes you have done. Now something very important from this chapter I thought I should start today, but otherwise it is going too slowly if we continue doing only accounting equation. The next very important thing from this chapter is journal entry. I told you in my initial video that in accounts we follow a certain procedure of preparation of accounts, right? So the first thing where we record all the transactions is called journal. From journal we prepare the ledger. From ledgers we prepare the trial balance. And from this trial balance we prepare the final accounts. Every company has to maintain all these 4 books of accounting. Final accounts consist of trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. See, this was actually the last step which I logically believe should have been taught to you later. But because of the concept of accounting equation, balance sheet was introduced you at the first. This is the basic, please. I want every student to remember it. Balance sheet is only told to you in accounting equation with the purpose that you understand how assets and liabilities are important for a business organization, and at the end this is the check that whatever books of accounting I am maintaining, the balance sheet shows that everything is equal, right? So the first step we are doing now. Please see, we are doing the first step now. Okay, in the next proceeding chapters we will be studying about other books of accounting. So the first thing which comes over here is journal. About the journal, you have been given in the book about different things. Page number 61, it is given, it is the basic book of original entry. In this book, transactions are recording in the chronological order. Chronological order means one by one. As it is instructed in the question, we will keep on recording them in the transaction. Now, first very important thing is the format. You remember till your 10th grade you have studied English, and I am 100% sure that your English teachers have taught you about the format of formal and informal letter writing, right? And you all know that particular format carried marks. If you don't write the format properly, your marks were deducted. So same idea carries forward to journal. If you don't draw the format properly, your marks will be deducted. Keep this thing in mind. Each part of this format is very important. I cannot use a ruler over here on the board, but you should always use a pencil and ruler to draw the lines neatly, right? They should very clearly indicate what column shows which particular head. Okay, so the first column over here is date. We write the date of transaction which is given in the question. That comes the particular. Particular tells about the detail of the transaction. Then ledger folio. What is ledger folio in brief? I will only tell you. It is not required for you to learn it in detail. When this journal entry is transferred to ledger account, the ledger account has a page number. So if I want to see this transaction where it is recorded in ledger, the accountant writes the page number. So that page number can be referred for this particular journal entry. Then over here we have debit, and for debit we generally write DR, and over here we have credit, for which we write CR. So both of these amounts are written in our Indian currency, that is rupee. So this format should be neatly drawn if you really want to score full marks in this question, right? Please draw this format with you in your notebook and learn it. If in hurry you forget to draw this column, your marks will be deducted. If you don't draw this column properly, your debit and credit amount will not be clear. I hope everyone has drawn this column. Now we will be following this format when we will be starting with the questions. First of all, again I want to repeat the 3 golden rules of accounting. Whether the amount will be debited or credited, we are entering it in 3 heads: real account, personal account, and we have nominal account, right? So real account says debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Personal account says debit the receiver, credit the giver. Nominal account says debit all expenses, all losses, credit all incomes or gains, right? These three you will learn by heart. Whenever journal entry we are recording, these three will be again and again used. Now if I am getting the cash of rupees 20,000 paid by my creditor named Ram. Okay, I am giving you an example. My creditor was there, Ram, who has given me 20,000, right? So it is not important that the combination of debit and credit of one particular account will only work. Okay, it may happen that I am taking debit rule from here and credit rule from here. Understood? So I have received 20,000. Debit what comes in? What I have received? Cash 20,000. From whom? My creditor. Who is the giver? He is the giver, right? To Ram. So he has paid me 20,000. Now whenever this journal entry, this is the journal entry, how we are writing in the account, I will tell you. But I am only telling you that we have the combination of debit and credit rule of different things, right? Maybe I am taking credit from here and debit from here. That depends upon the type of transaction I am recording. Over here in bracket, we give a brief idea of what this transaction was. So what it will be written? Received cash from creditor Ram. Okay, so this transaction is actually what? I have received cash from creditor Ram. No need of I or we or my. No pronouns are required. You are just writing the detail of what this transaction is. This is called narration. I just wanted to introduce the topic to you. There are so many things to be learned in this journal. If you learn these basic things, we will start the question and everything will be clear to you. I have seen children struggling with journal entries. Until and unless you are not confident in your journal entries, you cannot proceed with the books of accounts. Right? Learn this golden rule. This is an example. I have received cash from my creditor Ram. So I have received what? Debit what comes in? Cash 20,000. Credit the giver. Who is the giver? Ram. 20,000, right? And I have written a small brief of that journal entry. That idea is called narration. So this much only for today. Second question I have solved. Third question is your homework. Please read about journal entry. This way of understanding it is not in your book. But this is the golden rule of accounting which I did myself, and my journal entries are till now engrossed in my mind. I have understood that what is the concept behind entering the transactions. These golden rules, if you learn by heart, you will never fail in accounts. You will never fail in understanding what is happening in the question, right? We will be parallelly doing now journal entry. I will do one question, and then accounting question also. The unsolved questions I will be helping you with in different videos. I only want for my every student accounts to be a easy subject. It is not at all a difficult subject. It is something which you are going to enjoy. I always enjoy entering things in the books of account. Right, students? So please go through whatever is being taught. Any difficulty, please send me in the comment. I am seeing my videos are not very much liked till date, maybe because these are the basics which I am going through. I hope if you like this video, please at least share and subscribe my channel and give a thumbs up. I get motivated to work hard to bring more easier ways for you to understand accounting. We'll meet in the next video and I'll make you more familiar with how the journal entries are actually recorded. Goodbye for today. Bye.